If I could give you one word, one single quality that separates the winners from the quitters, it would be persistence. Persistence is the fire that keeps burning even when the world goes dark. It's what drives you to keep moving when everyone else has stopped. It's the inner voice that whispers, try one more time, even when your body and mind scream, I can't. When I began my journey, I wasn't the strongest, the smartest, or the most talented, but I was persistent. I made a decision early on that no matter how many doors closed, no matter how many people laughed, I would not stop until I achieved what I set out to do. And that's the secret. Persistence turns ordinary people into legends. Think about it. Every success story you've ever heard, from athletes to inventors, artists to entrepreneurs, has one common thread. They refuse to quit. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. When asked how he kept going, he said, I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps. That's persistence. When Sylvester Stallone wrote Rocky, he was rejected by every studio in Hollywood. They told him he couldn't act, that his script was worthless, but he believed in himself. He kept pushing until someone said yes. Today, that movie is history, because one man didn't take no for an answer. And when I came to America with almost nothing, no money, no connections, barely any English, people laughed when I said I wanted to be a bodybuilding champion and a Hollywood star. They said, Arnold, your name is too long, your accent is too heavy, your body is too big. But I didn't care what they said. I stayed focused, I stayed hungry, and I stayed persistent. And eventually, those same people who said you can't were the ones saying, how did you do it? That's what persistence does. It changes doubt into respect and rejection into recognition. But let's be honest. Persistence isn't easy. It means waking up early when you'd rather sleep. It means working when no one's watching. It means believing when no one else does. It's not glamorous, and it's not instant, but it's worth it. Persistence is not just about doing more, it's about lasting longer. It's about staying consistent when the excitement fades. Anyone can start strong, but persistence means finishing stronger. When life gets tough, and it will, you have two choices. You can give up and start over, or you can push through and grow stronger. Every time you choose persistence, you train your mind to be unbreakable. Because let me tell you, there will be pain, there will be failure, there will be days when you question everything, but those moments don't define you. Your persistence does. The body gets stronger through resistance. The mind gets stronger through persistence. When the weights feel too heavy, keep lifting. When the mountain seems too high, keep climbing. When success feels too far, take one more step. That's how champions are made. And remember this, persistence doesn't mean you never rest, it means you never quit. Even if you need to pause, refocus, or change your approach, as long as you keep moving forward, you're winning. Progress, no matter how small, is still progress. So if you're chasing a dream right now and it feels impossible, don't stop. If you failed 10 times, make it 11. If the door has closed, build your own. If the world says no, make your own yes. Persistence is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's what transforms effort into achievement. You don't need to be the fastest. You don't need to be the smartest. You just need to be the one who refuses to quit. Because at the end of the day, success is not about luck. It's not about talent. It's about who can keep going the longest. So my message to you today is simple. Be persistent, be unshakable, be relentless. Every time you fall, rise again. Every time you doubt, believe harder. Every time you fail, learn and move forward. Because one day when you look back, you'll realize it wasn't the victories that defined you, it was the persistence. That's the power of never giving up. That's the key to greatness. Ladies and gentlemen, everything great that has ever been built began with one thing, a vision. Before the skyscraper touched the sky, it existed in the architect's mind. Before the champion lifted the trophy, he saw himself winning long before the crowd cheered. Before I became Mr. Olympia, a movie star, or the governor of California, I saw it all here, in my mind first. Vision is the seed of success. Without it, you wander. With it, you conquer. When I was a young boy growing up in a small Austrian village, people around me lived simple lives. They worked hard, but they never dreamed big. I looked at the television one day and saw Reg Park, the great bodybuilding champion and Hercules actor. In that moment, my vision was born. I said to myself, that's what I'm going to be. Everyone laughed. They said, Arnold, you're crazy. No one from this village becomes a Hollywood actor. But I didn't care. I could see it so clearly that it already felt real. Every repetition in the gym, every English word I learned, every audition I failed, all of it brought me closer to that vision. That's the first rule of success. Know exactly what you want. You can't hit a target you can't see. The clearer your vision, the stronger your drive. Don't say, I want to be rich. Say, I will build a business that changes lives. Don't say, I want to be successful. Say, I will become a leader in my field. You have to see the finish line before you start running. The second rule, turn your vision into a mission. A dream without action is just a fantasy. Vision is powerful only when you chase it with discipline and hard work. Every day you must ask yourself, what am I doing today that brings me closer to my vision? When I trained for competitions, I didn't count the hours, I counted the progress. My vision gave meaning to the pain. Every drop of sweat was a reminder that I was building the future I saw in my mind. The third rule, protect your vision from the naysayers. People will tell you it's impossible, not because you can't do it, but because they couldn't. They project their fears onto you. If you listen to them, your vision will fade. If you ignore them, your vision will grow stronger. The fourth rule, visualize success every single day. Close your eyes and see it. The moment you cross the line, the crowd cheering, the result achieved. Feel the emotion, the pride, the victory. Your mind doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. When you visualize, you prepare yourself to win. The fifth rule, be flexible with the path, but never with the goal. Life will test you, the road will twist, plans will fail, but your vision, your why, must never change. Adjust your strategy, not your dream. There were times I failed, auditions that went nowhere, injuries that slowed me down, critics who said I'd never make it, but I held the vision tight, because when your vision is strong, your setbacks become setups for comebacks. The sixth rule, use your vision to inspire others. When people see your conviction, they start to believe too. Vision spreads. It lights fires in others. True leadership is not about commanding people. It's about showing them what's possible. Look around you. Everything we use, wear, or live in once existed only in someone's imagination. The airplane, the smartphone, the electric car, all started as a vision. So, if you want to change your life, start by changing your vision. See beyond the limits, beyond the circumstances, beyond the doubts. Picture the life you truly want. In detail, in color, with passion, and then chase it with everything you've got. When you wake up early, remember your vision. When you face failure, remember your vision. When no one believes in you, remember your vision. Because the world belongs to those who can see what others can't and have the courage to make it real. You don't need to be born with privilege or luck. You just need clarity of vision, consistency of effort, and the refusal to quit. So I ask you today, what's your vision? What do you see when you close your eyes? Whatever it is, hold it, believe in it, work for it, and never let it go. Because one day when you stand on the stage of your success, you'll realize that everything you achieved, every victory, every triumph, started with a single picture in your mind. That is the power of vision. Thank you.